Smokey Bear.
Smokey, back in taking a shit.
You were going. Smokey, you've been eating cold.
Hey everyone, I'm Dale.
And I'm Brit.
And this is A Toast to the Atypical, podcast where we talk about all sorts of weird shit. If you have not listened to us in the past, welcome. If you are listening to us again, thank
Welcome.
you. And you should seek help because you probably shouldn't be listening to us.
Yeah.
It gets weird. It gets weird.
Yep.
We did say that in episode 1. Shit gets weird.
I think even if we tried to not make it weird, it would still be weird. Like, I think it's just in our nature.
Yeah. I would say the same.
I don't think we can. And also, we oppositely match right now, which is weird, so unintentional. But
I'm okay with that. It's your fault. Everything I own is green. Or gray and black.
Okay.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
Fault is all yours.
Even if I took off this jacket, too, like the t-shirt I have on underneath is black, so it wouldn't even make a difference.
No, not at all.
Whatever.
Right, so,
it's fine.
Yeah, welcome back. Episode 20. We're on episode
Is it 20?
20, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's how old I am. Happy birthday to me.
It's about the age you started losing your hair.
No, that was probably like 17.
Yeah, probably was a little younger.
Yeah. Got my license and started losing my hair.
Yeah.
But thank you to our new listeners. We have a bunch of new followers on our Instagram page.
Yep.
So thank you guys. A lot of good listens on the last episode, which a lot of you seem to really like. That was the Operation High Jump, which was a cool one.
Yeah.
Even though I was slightly inebriated.
And I was like
during the
90%
episode.
asleep throughout most of it. I was so fucking tired. It was bad. I was like, okay, we got to go. We got to wrap this up. I'm exhausted. It was like the blind leading the blind over here.
Yeah.
But this will be better.
We got through it, and it was obviously you guys liked it. I don't know if you just thought it was embarrassing for me.
I don't know who was slurring worse by the end there.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
We didn't even have a drink last time. We just had water.
I didn't need any more.
No.
Did not need any more drinks.
No, you did not.
Speaking of drinks, though, our drink selection.
We do have a drink tonight.
We do have a cocktail tonight.
Yep.
Britt found this, and what is this one called?
This is the...
Oh, well, should we, I guess, say the...
No, we can talk about it.
Right.
So, wait, do you want to go over... There was some feedback from High Jump.
Yeah, let's do cheers first, and then...
Okay. So, this drink is called the Tanzanian Dawa.
The Dawa.
So, there are different variations of the Dawa, but this one is the one that's popular in Tanzania.
What is a Dawa? Do we know what a Dawa is?
Dawa means medicine in Swahili. And it's a cocktail used... It's kind of like a hot toddy, but like, you know how it has like the medicinal properties. Mm-hmm. It's similar to that in the South African culture, but a little different.
Okay. Give a little
obviously
shake.
It's not hot, but so
I still have not gotten my screw-on cocktail shaker.
You screwy bastard. The ingredients are rum.
Yes, it was rum.
Rum, lime.
So you're supposed to use rum, honey, and lime. Mm-hmm. I didn't have honey because someone in the house threw it away.
It was disgusting. It was like one giant glob of coagulated mess.
And it's fine. You just warm it up and it's fine.
It's not fine.
It is.
I will get you a new bottle of honey, dude.
Honey's expensive.
It was a plastic little fucking bottle shaped like a bear. It wasn't like I bought artisanal honey. You'll live.
I bet you it's $9 for that bottle.
No fucking way.
Look it up right now.
You fucking poor. I'm going on Walmart's website right now.
So
no way.
Did rum.
If it is under $9, you fucking owe me.
Then I'm saying $8.49.
Is this price is right? Closest to that.
You just called it.
All right. Well, yeah. I didn't even look yet.
Go ahead. Yep. $8.49.
$6.37.
No fucking chance.
That's
if it's $6.37, you're gonna order 3 of them right now.
Shut the fuck. $3.94, bitch. Suck it.
12-ounce plastic. Okay, great value.
Okay. Are you done? Are you done being a whiny little fucking bastard now?
No, I'm still gonna complain.
Okay. Well,
All right, anyway,
we'll put it on the next fucking Walmart delivery order, and you can stop being a bitch.
Anyway, I did rum honey syrup that I had made for a cocktail previously, and lime juice.
Look at this. An inverted bottle, 16 ounces of great value raw honey, $6.34. Their organic raw honey, $6.43. So you and your baby back bitch can shut up. The kosher honey, 24-ounce bottles, $9.47.
Oh, definitely get that.
It's fucking double the amount.
Are you done?
No.
All right, here we go.
I've already proved you wrong once tonight. I am on a fucking roll. Let's do this.
I don't have lime to garnish, like they say to. And Brit's drinking hers out of a glass very similar to the one in the video of how to make it.
It looks pretty.
And I'm drinking mine out of my newly acquired Percy Ale Trail glass. I know this is not a beer, so it's kind of a shame, but we're from Percy, and they just had an ale trail. We have 3 breweries in town now.
Yeah.
So they had 5 stops on the ale trail.
Yeah, and 2 bar restaurants.
Yeah.
So the 3 breweries and the 2 bar restaurants.
Yeah, so if you finished the ale trail, you got this pint glass.
While supplies last.
Yeah.
And what did they run out? It was a 3-day Friday, Saturday, Sunday business. It was supposed to just be 1 day originally, which was Friday or Saturday. I'm sorry.
Right.
And then they decided to extend it to the entire weekend behind your computer. Okay. Oh my God. They decided to extend it to the entire weekend, and somebody had a very strong sense of urgency instilled in him.
I wanted this pint glass.
This was a big issue in our house.
I wanted it.
And so Friday was our son's birthday, Saturday was his party, and then Sunday was really the only day that we had free. So he was going to go on Sunday, but then we found out that the supplies were limited in terms of the ale trail glass.
Yes.
So I convinced him that he should just go on Friday, like halfway through the day at work, just say screw it and go out. And it was a good thing he did. I mean, this will now be the second time that I'm right so far, and we haven't even talked about content yet. So he went out Friday, did 2 of the stops, was on his way to the... Did you do 2 or 3?
I did 3 stops.
3 before I got done work. And when he was on his way to the 4th, I drove there. Because they're all within walking distance of each other, which is cool. But I was finishing up the day at work, swung by the 4th, picked him up, drove to the 5th together, and then went to go pick up the kids from daycare.
Yep.
So he got his little pint glass, and
it's fucking awesome.
he's only the second person to get it. But then we found out that Saturday, like midway through the day, they had run out.
Yeah.
So had he waited until Sunday, he wouldn't have gotten one.
Would not have gotten one. I'm a little upset, though. They are actually ordering more, which I think is a little crazy. But
you say that now, but had you been one of the people who didn't get one, you'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed, yeah, but that's the urgency. Like, that's the limited supply. Like, that's why they do shit like that. So this, like, they should have said, like, first 250 people get pint glasses.
But I think they also screwed themselves because they had said, oh, yeah, all day on Saturday.
Yeah.
And, like, if had it just been Saturday, we wouldn't have been able to do it because of the party. So that wouldn't have worked. But
they were concerned about people drinking and driving after hitting 4 or hitting 5 places.
Well,
so
they would have been. I think that they just figured that they would draw more with Sunday being the Eagles game as well. So I think they probably were like, let's draw more people to these locations specifically to watch the Eagles games and get this incentive. So I think they just decided to extend it the weekend, but then didn't really plan for how many people that was going to look like. And they probably had ordered the glasses long before they had like extended the day.
Whatever.
But anyway, we've got the glass now, so somebody in the house is happy.
Me, I'm happy. I'm the happy guy.
All right. So do you want to cheers and then we'll talk about feedback from High Jump?
Yeah, so cheers to the new listeners.
Yep.
And to the old and the new.
Yep.
And to the, what is this? I want to say AWA.
You watched Avatar.
Yeah.
Tanzanian Dawa.
Dawa. All right. It's very light.
I feel like it doesn't taste like much.
Doesn't taste like much
I
at
don't
all.
know if I just got, like, if I didn't get to the...
Well, it does. It tells you not to stir it up, so
I hate
because you
that.
have the club in there, but you get like all club at the top.
I think I just taste like ice and club
So,
soda.
as we get to the bottom of it, we'll let you know what it tastes like. Chug it, chug it. It looks good.
I got a little flavor. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's like reminds me of like a spritzer. It's like real light, refreshing. Yeah. It's good.
I do like
Flavor's
white rum.
good.
So, all right. So we do have, Britt did say we do have a little bit of follow up from the previous episode, which was cool. And this is a new listener, and somebody who commented on our Instagram page. And she sent a link to a video about flat Earth as well. And we're going to watch. It was like a 45-minute video. As soon as I saw the main topic of it, I bookmarked it so that we can watch that when we do our flat Earth episode, because that will definitely be an episode at some point. But her comment said that she thinks that the Antarctica is a 360 wall protected by the Antarctic Treaty, and that the water, I guess, in the ocean is level and requires a container. So that's kind of what the wall is holding in, is the water. Mm-hmm. She said this is called the geocentric model, and it's far from new. Heliocentric is the new mandatory model taught in schools that old maps and airplanes are built off of. And then she continues to say that airplanes don't account for curvature or dip when they fly over a flat, non-rotating. They actually fly over a flat, non-rotating plane. So it is very much a thought of this as a flat Earth, and that Antarctica is kind of the end of it, and that's why there's so much weird shit going on.
That makes sense.
And that Antarctica is actually the highest landmass, building this wall up to hold all the water in and stuff like that. So, interesting. And in just the real quick look that I did at that, there's actually a lot more to flat Earth than I thought. Like, I listened to like the first like 15 seconds of that video, and I was like, oh crap, there's actually a lot more to this.
So when I started doing the Hollow Earth section, there was a lot that went into flat Earth, and there was a lot that went into Operation High Jump, and there was a lot that went into like other different theories. And it just got so lengthy with all of that, so I had to pare it back a lot. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it would have been like 3 hours long or more. And I know that we were wanting to get into Flat Earth a little more heavily as its own entity. Right. So I had to kind of dial that back. But I definitely want to get into it, and I think we need to. But, you know, maybe that could be our next episode. Today will be a little deviation from that.
Yeah. So tell us what our topic is for this one.
Yeah. So this episode is going to be talking about Mandela effects. So Mandela effect is, I've heard it called like a false memory or collective false memory. And it's also been coined as an honest lie. Basically the idea that like somebody created this memory in their head and they had no intention of being deceitful or dishonest. It just is the way that they remember it. Right. Even though it's not at all what actually happened or what they're telling us happened. Right. So, the term Mandela effect was coined by Fiona Broome in 2009. She remembered this very specific news coverage of Nelson Mandela's death in the 80s while he was in prison, and she remembered seeing like this funeral procession and like a speech from his widow and all of this extensive news coverage, and then she found out that he didn't actually die. Right. And then when he did die in 2013, more people were like, what the hell? I thought he was already dead. Went back, found her. Right. Her, I guess, I don't know if it was like a blog or an article that she wrote about this idea, and then the internet just exploded with this collective memory of the same thing that she was talking about, without any of them ever having spoken to each other about this very distinct memory.
Right.
So the first collective one in this, in our generational time frame, was this Nelson Mandela. So the idea of the Mandela Effect came about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, sometimes it's things that just happen differently than the way you recall them, and sometimes it's things that never happened at all.
Right.
So we're going to get into a lot of examples and some potential explanations and theories behind why large groups of people all across the world in different areas who have never met, never spoken to each other, could possibly have the same incorrect memory of an event or scenario.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about.
Cool. I need to take a note here real quick, though, because I just thought of something for the theories, and I just thought of a fresh new... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, jeez.
A fresh new theory. And,
a new theory. You making one up?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's what some of these theories should be, right? Our own thoughts on things.
Hell yeah.
So do you have anything immediately available right there to...
I've got tons. I mean, I can jump in.
Well, yeah. Let me just make this note. Okay. So I have these... Well, let's go through the visual ones first.
Yeah, we can do that. And then do you want to talk about, like, the theories behind it at the very end? Like, we'll talk about... Yeah. Okay. Because, like, some of the information I have has, like, explanations or, like, potential theories in each individual one.
Each one, okay.
But I think, like, a lot of them overlap, so it's probably not necessary to jump into each individual one.
I guess we can, but...
Oh, we can do it collectively at the end. They're all pretty...
This, I guess, is going to be kind of a highly visual episode again.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, to back up. The reason for the drink, we always do something themed related to what we're talking about. Well, with Nelson Mandela having been from South Africa, the Dawa drink is native to South Africa. It's one of their most popular traditional drinks. And we happen to have the ingredients for the Tanzanian version of it. So that's where the drink idea came from. From Nelson Mandela's hometown.
Cool.
Or home country.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. You can continue now.
Okay.
Since you just shoveled food in your face.
Started eating a cookie.
These are massive.
I know. That's what I was just shaking my head.
Yeah, our snacks tonight are continued candy and EL fudge cookies, which are my favorite cookies in the whole world. And they'll eat them because they're there.
Because I'll eat anything because I'm a garbage disposal. And
for some reason, I can't find just like the normal EL fudge cookies anymore. They only make the double stuffed, or they only have them, and they're insane.
Are these actually labeled as double stuffed?
They are, yeah.
Okay.
It says it.
I didn't think they were.
No, they are. This is definitely double. Like, they're supposed to be... Like, the cream section is usually about the same width as, like, one of the cookies, or a little bit more.
It's ridiculous.
This is excessive.
Like, you could actually... The gap there of just the cream, you could stick a regular Oreo there.
Oh, easy.
That's unreal.
Honestly, like, you probably still have a little wiggle room in there.
Freaking crazy.
They're good, though.
So I was saying, this is going to be a visual episode again. We had one previously that we made a Facebook album for, and we'll do that here. And you'll see all the pictures that we're showing. I'll be putting up on the YouTube and Spotify video. So if you're watching the video, you'll see and follow along. If you're just listening, just make sure you go over to the Facebook page and check out the album that will be assigned to this episode. And that'll have all the stuff in it. So I'll peek this, I'll kind of turn this so you can see here. All right, so the first one we're looking at.
I have that one written down too.
Yeah, well, this is a big one. So.
Yep.
Okay, so this is peanut butter.
An absolute staple in this house.
Yes. Jif or Jiffy?
So because I know the answer.
You're not going to answer.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, I think it's GIF.
It is GIF.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
So the
So the thought on this...
minor disclaimer here. I fucking love these things. Yeah. I love the Mandela effects. I love like brain teasers. I love this shit. So if there's any Mandela effect out there, I've probably looked into it.
Yeah.
This one, the explanation that I've seen is like because there's GIF and then there's Skippy, which are like the two main brands out there, or they were the two big competitors.
Right.
Jiffy is like a like a combination of the two. So names.
What's the so it's Jiffy oil lube, right?
Oh yeah, Jiffy Lube, like the yeah.
And then
that's the actual location,
right? What's the saying? Be there in a jiff, be there in a jiffy.
I think it's Jiffy, but people have like even shortened it to Jiff. Like
okay, so I was wondering if there was something with that too.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's a good thought.
I got lots of good thoughts, as I always say.
So I think ideas. Isn't that the whole idea of like a Jiffy Lube? Is like it's like you're in and out.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Yeah. All right. Boom.
And isn't Jiffy who makes the cornbread? Yeah, the corn muffin mix.
Oh, do they?
The little box with the blue writing. It's Jiffy. Yep.
All right. Well, so there's a lot of weird shit on that one. Okay. Then, so I could see the people confusing that.
All right. So it is like a legitimate thing. Yeah. It just was a combination of the two.
Looney Tunes. The Looney Tunes symbol. Bugs Bunny inside of like a reddish orange circle. Which one is it? Now, I know the answer on this one, so I'm not going to answer it.
See, I feel like I have to go against the grain here. Because to me, tunes, Toons, makes sense because they are cartoons.
Right.
But why would that even be a question if it was the right answer? See, Tunes makes no sense to me because it's not music. I'm going to say tunes, like Oons.
Ons. So that is what most people think, but it is... tunes as in a tune of music,
but there's fucking no music.
But
it's a cartoon.
All of the original silent film cartoons on Looney Tunes were to a tune.
Then they're not silent films, dork.
Well, okay, I'm thinking no talking in them. They were all to a tune. They were all to music. They were like Tom and Jerry. They didn't talk. They were chasing each other around to music.
Tom and Jerry weren't Looney Tunes, though.
Really?
I don't think so.
No, Tom and Jerry.
It was Sylvester and Tweety. No, Tom and Jerry were their own thing. Hold up.
Sylvester and Tweety, then?
Maybe Tom and Jerry or Hanna-Barbera?
Okay. Well, whatever. It's because
and Tweety had talking, though?
It's because of the music in them. I don't know. That's what they say. It's because of the music.
That's stupid. I don't like that one.
All right, this one kills me.
Sorry.
It's still, I've looked at our son's books constantly. Like, no, this can't fucking be true. The Bernstein Bears.
You see, even the way you say it,
because that's what they fucking are. That's what they are.
Me,
they're the fucking Bernstein Bears. Who do you know says it's the Berenstain Bears?
Stan and Jan Berenstain.
It's the fucking Bernstein Bears.
Apparently, it's not.
And it wouldn't even be Steen either. Would it be Stein? Probably. Spelled like that.
I don't know.
But it is the Berenstain Bears.
That's a very unfortunate name.
Yeah. The Brownstein Bears. Shout out to a previous episode.
Was it the Colorado?
Yeah, the Colorado Brownstein. That was the fluoride. What the hell episode was that?
That was also when we talked about bear. Wasn't it?
About what?
Roundup, like the Roundup.
Yeah, that was the mashup that we did.
It was the last episode of the year.
Yeah. All right. Curious George.
I know this one.
Tail or no tail. So I want to go with. I know this one too, and I want to go. I feel like I know it at least. I want to go tail because he's a monkey, but I feel like he does not have a tail.
He does not have a tail.
Right. Which is a shame because I feel like that's
He's a monkey. He should have a tail.
Right, but
isn't that like crucial? Like, isn't that?
Yeah.
Don't they like?
Maybe that's why the man in the yellow hat needs to take care of him.
That's also stupid that he doesn't have a real name.
Yeah.
The man in the yellow hat. This is dumb.
I don't know. This one I didn't even put on the PowerPoint that I was putting together, but I mean, do you have any So this
Isn't
one's
it and? Sex and
This
the
one
City?
is Sex in the City or Sex and the City. Book,
I think it's
show,
and.
whatever. Is it Sex in the City? Sex and
I
the
think
City?
it's and the city.
It is Sex and the City. You're correct. You're correct. It is Sex.
I think
and the
that
City.
one's just like a
misheard
misheard thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's because we're saying it's Sex in the City,
right.
and it could I'm saying
Yeah,
Sex and the
it's
City,
fast,
but
yeah.
What, the sex is fast?
No comment.
I had to. All right, this one got me. Febreze. Which is it? Is it spelled Febreze or Febreze? So is there one E or two E's? Is it actually like a
God.
breeze? Or did they get all bougie with it and cut one of them out?
I'm going to say they cut one out because the first one makes sense to me. So I'm going to say it's...
Yeah, they cut one out because they
That's
got...
dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb.
Also, like, there's a fucking window on their thing. Like, they're basically indicating the breeze coming
It's
through.
the breeze of fresh air.
And it's not right.
Oscar Mayer. Don't spell it. Just look at the logo.
I'm singing the song.
Sing it out loud.
No.
Sing it for all of us.
Mayer.
See, you're singing the song. Yeah,
I
that's what
did sing the
Don't
song.
think about it. Yeah, so it's Mayer. Yeah. Oscar
Also,
Mayer.
it's weird. So, but it's not. It's Oscar Mayer is how you pronounce it.
I know.
But I was thinking,
So is it John Mayer?
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Or is it John Mayer? Does it matter? All right, Skechers. It's the S.
Is that their logo? Is that their slogan? It's the
sure.
S.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
No,
I'm pretty sure it was.
that's
what
the
it is.
least catchy thing I've ever heard.
I'm pretty sure that's what it
That's
is.
dumb. Oh God, is there a T or is there not a T? I see. I know I've read this one before, and I can't remember which is the right answer. I think it's
Jesus
no
Christ,
T.
There's a computer down. It is. You're correct. It is no T. But
again, sketch is a real word.
Yeah.
Like to draw something,
Yup.
sketch. Or like sketch comedy.
this one threw me for a loop as well. Fruit Loops. Is it spelled traditionally fruit, Fruit?
No.
Or is it fruit with the two O's
Two
of the
O's.
Fruit Loops in there?
I don't. Ooh, two O's.
You sure?
No,
Are you
but
sure?
I'm going with the O's. Oh.
So it's the O's, but I read on this one that they had it originally for like a very short period as fruit, Fruit,
Okay.
and then changed it shortly thereafter because they were nervous of getting into a lawsuit for somebody suing them that there's no real fruit in Fruit Loops.
Did you know that all Fruit Loops are the same flavor, no matter what
Yes.
color they are?
Yeah.
That shit
I still don't believe
threw
it.
me off.
I'll fucking buy a box and separate them and eat them.
No, don't separate them.
Why?
We will, because we'll close our eyes
Oh yeah, there you go. It's
and
good.
we'll have a little taste test.
Next episode, that's our follow-up.
And we'll see
We'll
if
do
we
it.
can tell what flavor it is.
We'll do it.
Because I've had this conversation back when Bud Light Lime came out. My brother swore up and down that it tasted like green Fruit Loops. And I was like, dude, they all fucking taste the same. And he was like, no, it tastes like the green Fruit Loops. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's just Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard that they all taste the same.
Interesting.
So I'll have
So
to try
this,
it.
I'm not even bothering with this one.
Is it the turkey leg?
Yeah. What the fuck, dude?
Is it Henry VIII?
Yeah, King Henry VIII.
Yeah.
People swear there's this picture of him holding a turkey leg up to his face. I guess
It's
I'll put it up.
he's holding like a glove or something. Isn't the
down by his hip. Yeah, he's holding a glove.
So
or
where this came in was like a lot of times in like TV or historical movies that included him, he's shown like chowing down on something, turkey leg, whatever he's eating. He's shown like ravenous, like a fucking animal. So they're saying that that's like a combination of that association into the photo.
Interesting. Okay. Fair. Next up, the Monopoly guy. Monocle or no monocle?
No monocle.
No monocle. But I always think he has a monocle. And why is that?
The Peanuts.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut. He had a monocle. Or did he?
He did.
Did he have a cane?
Yes.
'Cause
a top hat.
Did he have a top hat?
Mr. Peanut has a top hat
Yeah,
and a monocle and a cane.
Mm-hmm.
But, so is the Monopoly guy, like, winking in a bunch of photos?
No. Not on the logo, at least. But wait. Hold on, then.
What?
So he doesn't have a monocle.
No.
So fucking Ace Ventura is wrong, too? Because he goes up to the dude with the monocle. You must be the Monopoly guy. Yep. So he's wrong, too?
Yep.
What the fuck? Oh, my God. All right. All right, so this one.
So wait.
What?
Hold on. Because now I need to look up Mr. Peanut, and I need to know if he actually does have a fucking cane. He does. Okay, mm-hmm. He has a cane and a monocle and a top hat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, man.
Mm. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
This one, I know the answer, but I still don't fucking believe it.
I don't believe this either. So this one, Pikachu, what color is his tail is basically what it boils down to. One photo, as you can see, it has a yellow tail with a black tip on the end. And the other one is a yellow tail with a brown base of the tail. So,
hold on.
Brown little base of the tail.
As far as I'm concerned, neither of those are right.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
The brown tip?
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Why? It's right near his butthole.
I don't think that's why it's brown.
I would think if you had something brown near your butthole, I would think that's why it's brown.
I thought it was just black or no black. I didn't realize there was brown.
Yeah. So it is the one without the black tip. It's the yellow tail with the brown base.
Correct.
So to test this, our son is obsessed with Pokemon. We wanted to see.
He's 5.5.
Yeah, we wanted to see if this Mandela effect, if it affected him. And I asked him, what color is Pikachu's tail? He said it's yellow. It's like...
Yeah, we were like, is there any
other colors?
Is there anything on it? He's like, no.
He's like, no, it's just yellow.
Like, there's no black on it? He's like, no. Like, very quickly, right away. Barely thought about it. So, yeah. I don't know where we all got this idea.
I don't know. Because I used to be into Pokemon. Uh-huh. And, like, I still thought he had a black tail originally.
I wasn't. And I think it's just because, like, the little tips of his ears are black. Mm-hmm. And, like, maybe we just thought they should go together. Mm-hmm. Like, when you think about, like, a fox, a raccoon. Yeah. Like, those animals that have, like, the different colors on, like, the tips of things, it usually goes on their toes, their tails, too. But I think it was just an association thing. But
he is a cute little fucker, though.
He is.
What's he called?
Owen?
Peaceaboo? I forget what he calls him. Yeah. Not peekaboo, but it's been something close. It's been adorable. Kit Kat. Hyphen or no hyphen in Kit Kat? Ooh, mind blow. I can see your brain frying right now.
It's...
Tough one.
No hyphen.
There is no hyphen between.
I know my candy.
Apparently not that well. I mean, it makes sense that it would have a hyphen.
It looks like it should have. Well, you know what?
I feel like they should and have like a little chocolate bar as the hyphen, like one of the sides of it as the hyphen. Kit Kat, I'm fucking. That's my idea. If you take it, it's my idea.
They're gonna change their name for money. You. I want money. I didn't change it for you, stupid. I could have very easily kept my name.
Fruit of the Loom.
Ugh.
You know the answer to this.
I know the answer, and I still don't agree with it. It looks so much better with.
Yeah. So is there a cornucopia or not?
And in my brain, there will always be a cornucopia.
Yeah. Hunger Games style. Mm-hmm. But
there should be.
Right.
It looks like it belongs there.
I agree.
It looks naked without it.
But there is no cornucopia, supposedly.
That's stupid.
So they say. Cheez-It. Is it Cheez-Its or Cheez-It?
Cheez-It.
You sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
But yes.
There used to be an extra Z at the end.
Really?
No, there's no.
You're stupid.
No. But yeah, it's just called Cheez-It. We just call them Cheez-Its. Like, do you want to eat some Cheez-Its?
Well, yeah, you don't like.
Except unless you're Dane Cook, then you call him Jesus.
That's different.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's totally not the same thing. Whatever happened
Shout
to
out
that
to Dane
bastard?
Cook. Oh, he's dating some like 18-year-old. Married
sure
to
he's
some like 18-year-old.
engaged,
Yeah. All right.
Ugh, skeevy.
Oreos.
Yes.
Double stuff Oreo. 1 F or 2 F's?
I'm all the
in
way
double
fucked
stuff?
up because I thought it was double stuffed this whole time, like ED.
Like ED or like apostrophe D, like bougied up or.
No, like ED, like double stuffed. Also, if it's double, you should have both the F's. Why
Right.
would you only have one F?
There's no second F. It's only 1 F.
That's stupid.
I agree.
That's so dumb.
I agree.
Why would you why?
I don't know. So this one I'm going to put in here just because I purposely took it out of my PowerPoint, but now that it's here, I want to get your opinion on this. Mm-hmm. Do you see any fucking difference in those pictures? So this is a picture of Mona Lisa. Do you see any difference at all?
The coloring looks a little different. The one on the right looks like a little more, I don't know.
Apparently in
Flush.
these
Let
two
me see.
pictures...
Is it her face, like her smile?
Yeah, apparently one of them has more of a smile. And if that bitch is smiling in either of those pictures, she had serious RBF. Because I don't see a smile in either of them.
Yeah, so the only real difference I see is the one on the left looks a little more like washed out, or the one on the right looks a little more enhanced.
It has all to do with the smile, apparently.
I know, but like the one on the right looks more, I don't know, like her eyes look a little smaller, and the rest, I think the smile looks just slightly larger on the left one.
She
If I
didn't
had
go
to
to many
choose.
comedy clubs, apparently.
Wasn't watching Matt Rife.
Yeah, she wasn't watching Matt. Yeah, shout out Matt Rife. Yeah, that one's stupid. C-3PO. I feel like you know this one. And I feel like it's obvious when you show them side by side. But when you ask most people what color's 3CPO, like, he's gold.
He's what?
Gold.
3CPO?
C-3PO, sorry.
Yes.
He's gold. But he has...
I mean, he's mainly gold.
Yeah, but he's got a silver leg.
He's got a silver leg. Frankenstein robot.
The Flintstones. This one's fucking you up. Which one is it?
I'm going to go with Flint Stones.
You sure?
No.
No. No. It is 2 T's. Yes.
I figured that made the most sense because, like, Flint is...
Flint and steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense with the time.
Right. Do they still make Flintstones vitamins?
I don't know, but them shits were good.
Right?
Except the orange one. That was nasty.
I love the orange one.
Ew, I used to spit it in the toilet.
Oh, no. Why the toilet? There's so many receptacles between...
Because if I spit it in the trash can, my mom would find it.
Sink?
No. Let's put it in the toilet and flush it.
Jesus. Wow.
I hated the orange ones.
I
They were so
like them.
gross.
I
Ew.
like the orange ones.
The red was the best. Purple was a close second, and then fucking orange was way down.
I liked purple.
Purple was good, but the red was the best.
For some reason, some of
Far
those...
superior.
Like, if it's grape-flavored medicine, it's gross.
No.
But some of the other fake grape stuff, I love.
Like what?
Like, ice pops.
Ooh, yeah.
Grape ice pops.
Those are good.
Awesome.
Like,
Probably my
like
favorite
grape popsicles.
one.
Yeah, those are fine.
Probably
Like the
my
regular
favorite one.
ones on the stick or like the freeze pops
The
are
freeze
fine.
pops are what I'm thinking of.
I don't even know if the Great Jolly Ranchers. The Great Jolly Ranchers are disgusting.
Remember we made Jolly Rancher vodka? I
You.
made Jolly Rancher infused vodka.
Yeah, that tasted just rubbing alcohol and shit.
I think it was just because it was like shit vodka.
It was shit
But
vodka.
if you want to get flavored vodka, you can take a
drop
bag of Jolly
Ranchers.
Ranchers and separate the colors out.
Yeah.
And then put them in, like, I use
Like a
mason
mason
jars
jar, yeah.
full of vodka. And in a couple of days, they'll break down into, like, a syrup. And
yeah,
you
they'll
mix
melt,
it up and
then you just like shake it.
You can,
yeah.
I thought
Still
the apple
I'm
one
pretty
actually
sure.
wasn't bad.
Yeah, the apple was the best of the bunch, but it literally it was like plastic bottle bankers
Yeah, it was
or
awful.
like Vlad fucking nasty
terrible.
vodka,
Yeah.
nasty.
Pretty gross stuff.
Yeah, but no, grape cough medicine is disgusting. Cherry cough medicine, all cough medicine is disgusting, honestly. Like the most tolerable one, and this goes against everything else I like in the world, is the Delsum like orange one.
Which doesn't taste anything like orange.
Right. But I also hate orange. I will not take the orange popsicle.
See, I will.
Or like, I don't know, like an orangey, like Tang. But
It's been a while since I had some. I was honestly going to buy some the other day.
Ew.
But Tang, or orange stuff, like orange Airheads, orange Starburst.
They're nasty.
Dude, I fucking love them.
Ew, the orange. I don't mind the orange Starburst, but the orange Airheads are nasty.
Love them.
Hate them.
They like burn a little bit.
Yeah, dude, it's gross.
It is pretty disgusting.
That's nasty.
It's one of those, like, it's gross. It's interesting. Kind of like
know
my mix last night that I made of Oreos and mustard.
No, fuck that. No.
So I saw this thing on
You're
TikTok.
disgusting.
I saw this thing on TikTok that Oreos with mustard on them is, I don't know, people are eating it on TikTok. So I was like, all right, I'm going to give it a try because
You know what else people are doing on TikTok?
I don't care. I wanted to see this one. I wanted to try it out. I had the ingredients in front of me.
So fucking stupid.
So I was like, I'm going to try it. And it honestly, is it going to be a regular thing? No. Was it good? Not really. But was it bad? Absolutely not. It was not bad.
Disgusting.
Something about the tanginess of the mustard with the sweetness of the Oreo, it was actually interesting.
No, that's disgusting. You're gross. No fucking way. Ew.
Well, you hate mustard anyway.
I do hate mustard. Like, so fucking much. I hate all of it, too.
Yeah.
Yellow, brown, honey, I don't care. I hate it all.
I love it.
Disgusting.
Dude, honey
I
mustard's
hate
so good.
mustard so much. Like, even when you put mustard in, like, something that you make, I can taste it. Even if it's the teeniest little bit,
Really?
I can tell.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. You know why?
What?
Because you fucking kill my ribs.
I know.
No way.
I can taste it. And then when you made the chicken on the smoker, I know you use mustard.
Interesting. But I don't use...
You use the dry mustard rub on the chicken.
On the chicken, I use actual mustard.
I know.
On the other stuff.
I know.
So you just like the ribs that much?
Yeah. I like all the other stuff in it enough. Like, I can tell that there's mustard in it, but there's other stuff that...
Yeah, there's not a ton of mustard.
That it mix well
It's that stone ground mustard you got to get. That's the stuff.
Yeah, whatever. This drink's good.
It's not bad. As I'm getting to the bottom, it's definitely got more substance to it.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I've got a lot
Next
of,
up.
like, the lime flavor's really good with it.
Yeah. We're done with the visuals, at least for me. I don't know if you have visual ones.
No, I also had Mona Lisa and the, what's it called?
What is it called? Tell us.
And Henry VIII.
How the fuck do you have that heater blasting on you from 6 inches away? I'm
My
sweating.
feet are freezing.
Jesus Christ.
No, I think everything else I have is just like talking. Nothing else is visual.
Okay. So you have the Star Wars one.
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
I have a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got Star Wars. I've got
So let me just
Forrest
finish
Gump.
this one up. Yeah.
I've got Hannibal.
Okay. All right. So why don't you take over a couple then?
Okay.
I think those were in the ones here.
So I'm going to lead off with one that we've talked about in our house because this has happened to me. And it is something that I swore up and down was one way, and I'm being proved wrong.
Okay.
What?
No, I was going to pause you for a second because
Go ahead.
I just went back to my outline.
Go ahead, what you
and
got?
realized that I actually had a fact check thing for the Fruit Loops. So they were originally called, like I said, Fruit, Fruit Loops when it first was designed and introduced in 1959. But it was reported that a lawsuit was actually filed against them, claiming that the product was misleading by presenting itself as a legit fruit product when in reality it was mostly sugar and contained little or no fruit at all. So then
but people can call stuff fruit punch now or orange juice and it has no fucking content.
But from 1959 to 1963, it was Fruit, Fruit Loops.
Okay.
And then since 1963, that's when they changed it, and that's when it became Fruit, Fruit.
OOT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
then.
yeah.
All right.
So proceed.
So, yeah, back to my own personal Mandela Effect, and I'm going to fucking die on this hill. I don't care who tells me I'm wrong.
Everybody.
I'm not going to
The
fucking
world.
buy it. the color chartreuse.
No, I'm telling you, you're wrong.
I
Right
don't
off
care.
the get, the first
I
time you
don't
said
care.
you thought this was a different color, I was like, you're wrong.
So there
100%
is a
wrong.
collective, entire fucking group of people that think that it is like a dark fuchsia type color. Like a pink, maroonish, pinkish, purplish maroon in that family. And apparently, it's fucking green. It is like neon yellow green.
It's like
And
highlighter.
it's like
Highlighter
the
green.
piping on your shirt.
Like this. Highlighter green is basically what it is. Highlighter yellow.
I don't know how I have ever in my life thought that it was pink or purple or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the weird part is that every single person who thinks that it's not green thinks that it's this exact shade of like pinkish purple. No one says, oh, I thought it was like a turquoise or a lavender. Like, nobody ever compares it to anything else. Everyone who gets it wrong and says that it's not green says that it's fucking pink.
Interesting.
That's the part that's the most interesting to me. Is that
interesting.
Collectively, it's the exact same form of wrong.
Because we got into an argument when she first said this, and I was like, I fucking know what chartreuse is.
You're like, it's every fucking fishing bait ever.
Exactly.
And
Every
I'm like,
fishing, I have a million
pink.
chartreuse baits in my tackle box right now.
I was like, you do not have that much pink. There's no fucking way.
No.
And we legitimately were like heated about this. I was mad.
Like, you're wrong.
But yeah, I am apparently wrong. And so are a ton of other people.
Well, you're not alone then.
Wrong in the same way.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel better that you're not alone?
A little bit, yeah.
Good.
Solidarity in numbers. I feel like this one everyone knows, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. 90s movie about a genie starring Sinbad. Not Sinbad. Who the fuck knows? Shazam. So there is, as there always is, there's always this like internet deep dive where people are like losing their shit on Reddit about one thing or another. Mm-hmm. And this theory went around for a while that there was a movie containing the comedian Sinbad as a genie, and his name was Shazam. Mm-hmm. And people remember like specific scenes, who the actors and actresses were in the movie, like different dialogue. Like people recall very specific things that apparently never existed.
Yep.
And there's like zero shred of this movie ever having existed in any capacity, whether it was like something that was started and then didn't like maybe like stopped post-production. Maybe they shot a couple scenes. Like there's nothing out there to support this. There is, however, a movie that was released in 1996 called Kazam, which starred Shaq as the genie in the movie.
Right.
But people are still saying that they were two entirely separate things and that they remember both films individually.
Right.
Yeah. So
the one thing
this one, because I've read it so many times and because I've heard this, I think I have overridden my false memory of this. But for a while, like I was pretty convinced that I had seen this movie too.
Yeah.
And that it existed.
Yeah.
I thought maybe like it was a Disney Channel movie, and
something like that,
or like I don't know, a show that there was only like one episode of. Maybe like I was pretty convinced for quite a while there that it existed. But
so did you see the explanation for this one?
No.
So apparently, Sinbad, he was a star in movies in the 90s.
Right. He did a bunch, yeah.
He appeared in a movie poster for the movie called House Guest, and he was coming out of a mailbox. Mm-hmm. And then at an event that he hosted in the 90s, he dressed up like a genie.
Ah.
So there's thought that like people are kind of combining all of these things and thinking that like he was this genie that came out of the...
Do you have the picture of him coming out of the mailbox?
I do not.
Okay, I just pulled
it up.
it
It's the poster for House Guest.
It's, I don't know. That doesn't really look genie-ish to me.
No, not really. I do remember that poster now, though.
I do kind of remember this movie now, though, but... And I mean, it does... They're just your average, everyday, uptight family until the day he shows up. I mean...
I don't know.
I guess if he does just like show up out of nowhere.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
Well, so that's why I didn't. I asked if you wanted to get into theories.
No, we're not going to, but
we'll get into it at the end.
Yeah. What else you got?
So there is, what do you remember from Star Wars besides C-3PO? What's the big twist? And if honest to God, I'm not doing the fucking spoiler alert.
Oh God, if you haven't seen Star Wars, that's on you.
That's
I hope they can
absolutely
see your
you.
toes in the video right now.
I hope not.
I hope you guys can see her toes in the video right now.
Stop, jerk.
I don't think they can.
Good. It's January. Leave me alone.
Oh well, they may be able to if you put them up. I don't know. Right now, you can see just your big toe. Oh man, she's not gonna put them up now. So Star Wars, the big twist.
Yeah.
It's his father. Vader's his father.
What does he say? How is it? What's the big line? What happens?
The big line that people believe, or the big line it is.
What do you remember it as?
So I mean, because I've heard this a million times on this one, but so I know the answer. But I do remember it being Luke, I'm your father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too, and it's so bad that every time my dad calls me, he's like, Brittany, I am your father. Like every single time I pick up the phone. Yeah. But no, Luke says to him, you killed my father. And the line is, no, I am your father. And that's the whole big twist. That's the big fucking moment. But people...
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
The theory is that people, like, screwed it up and added in Luke. So, because, like, I am your father could mean anything.
Yeah.
Like, Luke made it an obvious Star Wars reference. Right. And then when people were quoting it, like, it made more sense that way.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then from there, like, because it was quoted so many times, it became, like, a false memory.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, there's a lot of people who are adamant that the line was originally, Luke, I am your father.
Yeah. Which would make sense, but...
Which would make... I mean, either way...
No, I am your father.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't have as much effect. But, it makes more sense in the context of the entire battle scene and conversation that he
James
would say,
Earl Jones,
like, no. Yeah, that's James Earl Jones.
Ask Ken. I wonder what he remembers it as.
He probably don't remember shit anymore. He's old as hell. How old is he?
No.
He got to be up there. All right, we're going to talk about more misremembering. Mm-hmm. Mr. Rogers' theme song.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Wrong.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
There you go.
Yeah, because every other neighborhood's fucked.
He
knew this neighborhood's good.
This fake
all
one?
Y'all,
This fake one on TV with my fucking cardigans.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Yep. And then he opened his door to leave, and there's like fucking drive-by shootings and shit. And he's like, "This is not a beautiful neighborhood."
Yeah. Fucking set props. And he's like, "Neighborhood, my ass. That shit's made of cardboard." Yeah. So. Yeah, the idea is that everyone thinks it as the neighborhood, and it's not. It's this neighborhood.
Did they get it right in the movie, the Robin Williams or Tom Hanks movie?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
No?
I'm sure they probably got it right. So apparently in 1992, he received a Peabody Award, quote, in recognition of 25 years of beautiful days in the neighborhood. So even the award was misquoted. Because of how often people got it wrong. But I think that, like, conversationally, the neighborhood flows a lot easier than this neighborhood. Like, it's a little more disjointed. So I think that the neighborhood just kind of
They actually did get
quicker.
it wrong in the 2019 Tom Hanks film.
Did they really?
Yep. They said it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Get out.
Yep.
Tisk tisk. So that'll be our second reference to Tom Hanks. Well, our first of two.
Yep.
Because I got another.
Wilson!
Wrong movie.
I know, a good movie.
Great movie.
I like that one.
That's not where we're going with this, though. But I'll jump to that one now.
He wasn't really going too many places either. What? Too soon?
You're fucked up. He survives. He's cool.
Spoiler alert.
Dude, shut up. What does Forrest Gump say about life?
Life.
Mama always said.
Life is like a box
Wrong.
of chocolates. Life is a box of chocolates.
Wrong.
Right? Life is a box of donuts.
Wrong.
Life ain't
Nope.
like a... I don't know.
Say it again. Very slow. Very slow. Say the first syllable. Life.
Life. I don't know.
Was.
Life was
like a box of chocolates. Because at this point, his mother has already died. Mm-hmm. He's telling this story in flashback. So he's sitting on the bench. Right. He always said, Mama always said life was like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. So, yeah, the most commonly quoted...
God damn it, this computer's hot.
Phrase from that... Well, I mean, that's probably the least quoted in our house. But the most commonly quoted from the movie is not right. What?
It happens.
What?
Does
Shit? Sometimes. Dude, I could spend the entire rest of this episode just quoting that movie.
It's a good movie.
It's my favorite ever.
It's a good movie.
Fucking, they gave you the Congressional Medal of Honor. Oh, it's so good.
Fucking awesome.
And the New Year's Eve scene at the bar. Cunning Carla and Long Limbs Lenore.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
love it. It's the best.
Tastes like cigarettes.
Oh, God.
What do you got next?
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
That's my boat. Just crashes.
Just jabbering like a monkey in a tree.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Have you seen The Silence of the Lambs?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, Clarice.
Wrong.
I know.
He never says it.
He does.
He doesn't.
He does.
He doesn't. He says good morning. Or good evening. I'm sorry. He says good evening, Clarice, when he first meets her.
Okay, maybe that was it.
They do say it in Hannibal, in the sequel from freaking 10, 15 years later.
Right.
But they did it as like a joke because it was already so horribly misquoted.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, even like talking to my mom, who's like a big movie buff, she will say hello, Clarice, and it's not right apparently.
Right.
And that one kills me.
Yeah. Fava beans.
In a nice Chianti. I'm having a friend. I'm having a friend for dinner. Oh,
he plays that so
dude,
well.
He's so good. And like even when he's like a good person in another movie, I still don't trust him.
Oh no.
He will always be Hannibal Lecter.
Yep.
He's a fucking iconic dude. He's such a good actor. I love him.
Want to take a break?
Sure.
I feel like we should.
Yeah, let's do it.
Doing at this for probably 50 minutes or so.
Okay.
Take a break, refill you.
Yep.
And
please, that was good.
We'll be back. And welcome back. I hope you all refreshed your drinks.
Yeah, man.
Did your thing, and you're back. I know we did.
Yup.
Yep. All right. Are you hitting us off with the next one here? You should. What you got?
Sure. What's the last line of the song "We Are the Champions"?
Okay, so I know this one, and the last line is "of the world."
No, it's not.
It is though.
It isn't. In the original recorded version,
in the original recording, it is not.
In the one that they play on the radio, what is the last thing that they say?
I don't know.
What's the last word of the song?
I don't know. We are the champions.
Yes.
Yeah, and then it's done.
That's it. It's
but
done.
That's not the one that they mostly play on the radio.
Yes,
the live Wembley Stadium one.
No, it isn't. That's
is
not
the popularized one, and that's where he says it.
That's the one that was popularized because that's the one that was that's the one that put them on the map because it was during the Live Aid concert. But that is not
That's
the
what
one that's
people
played
remember.
on the radio.
Okay.
That is the one that people remember.
Right.
And that is the only one where he says "of the world" at
Right.
the very end instead of just ending on "We are the champions."
Yep.
Fucking.
But that's all right.
But like, if you play that song, the recorded version, anywhere for any reason at any event,
Yeah.
people will always fill
Always
it in
do it.
at the end.
Yeah. Which is annoying. It's like the fucking the cha-cha-cha when you're singing Happy Birthday. You know somebody's gonna fucking do it.
Nah,
You know
that
somebody's
doesn't
gonna
bother
do it.
me as much. I like it better when they
you
say like, "What is it? Happy birthday to you. You
You
belong in
the
the
zoo.
zoo. You look like a monkey, and you smell like one too."
Do you have anything from Risky Business in your list? What's the iconic scene in Risky Business?
When he comes sliding out in his underwear and socks and a button down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sunglasses or no?
Not in that scene.
Okay.
In the
So
rest
that's-
of the movie, he does a couple of times.
That's the thing is everybody that like reenacts this has sunglasses on and thinks that he
Yeah.
had sunglasses on that scene. And he didn't.
Yeah.
He just comes sliding out.
No, he just comes sliding out
Tom Cruise.
to. Ooh.
I don't know. I never saw the movie.
Oh, it's good. It's
I hate
okay.
Tom
It's
Cruise.
good. I like old Tom Cruise, like
Like now,
young
like he's
Tom.
old.
No, like young Tom Cruise. No, I like young Tom Cruise. Pre couch jumping
Okay.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
The fuck was the song?
I don't know. You don't know Lord of the Rings, right?
I know it enough.
You don't know enough to know a quote from it.
Probably not.
Okay. We're not going to go over that one then.
No, we can go over it. Everybody else will
Okay.
know
So
it, I'm sure.
there's a scene where Gandalf, who is the wizard, Gandalf the Grey, he yells back to Frodo and the rest of the gang something. And what most people think he's saying to them, because he's fighting off this big monster thing.
Old time rock and roll. That's the song.
There you go.
That was going to piss me off.
He's fighting off this big monster thing, and he turns around and yells to the rest of the gang what people think, "Run, you fools."
Okay.
And that's what people repeat it as, but
Yeah.
he actually says, "Fly, you fools." Which is a weird way to say it, but
Yeah.
that's what he says. And many people think that he says, "Run, you fools." But he don't.
Probably just because of it's stupider.
Yeah.
The actual.
Stupider. Went to Jupiter. Oh. Do you have I Love Lucy on there?
Yes.
Yes.
This fucking
I
blew my
know.
mind.
I know. So the famous quote of I Love
Lucy.
Lucy is, "Lucy, you got some splaining to do." Mm-hmm. But it was never said.
No.
No, never said. Ricky Ricardo said, "Splain that if you can." Not, you got a lot of splaining to do. Or you
Yep.
have some splaining to do. So that one blew my mind as well. What a good show, though. Fucking loved that show.
Yep. Nick
This
at Night,
blows my
baby.
mind. I don't know when this was taken. The number of United States. There's a group of people that swear there's 51 or 52 states. And they're all a bunch of fucking idiots.
There's literally a song called "The 50 Nifty United States."
Like, everyone I've ever met
It's
in Canada refers it as the lower 48.
I've always thought of it as the Continental 48, and then
Yeah. And then there's two other ones. But people think, like, there's Continental 50 and then Alaska and Hawaii.
say that again.
Hawaii.
I thought that's what I heard.
Let's see. This guy. What's this guy's name? You got you know this one?
Yeah.
All right.
Smokey
So I'll put
Bear.
the picture up. Yeah.
Smokey Bear.
Smokey, back here taking his shit.
You were coming. Smokey, you've been eating corn. Fucking Ezel.
Call me when you're done. I'll pick that up for you. What a fucking stupid movie.
Oh, it's the
Referencing
best.
Friday, which is so fucking dumb.
Oh God, it's my fave.
But it's a pretty highly quoted movie in our house.
Every fucking day.
Yeah.
250 and a jawbreaker.
We got shit that goes together.
You don't have got two things that go together.
Oh God.
Whenever we don't have something in the house, that's my immediate reaction. Like, if we have lunch meat and no cheese, or if we have like milk but no cereal, like you don't ever have two things that go together. I get so fucking.
It's Friday. You ain't got no job.
I'm pretty sure I said that too, and I was trying to convince you to go on the ale trail.
Yep,
like, it's Friday. You ain't got shit to do.
You got shit to do. We gonna get high.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear, not Smokey the. There's no the there. He is just Smokey Bear. So, do you know this one?
I have that one in my list too.
Okay. The Tank Man. I'll put the picture up.
Tiananmen. I don't know if I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Tiananmen Square.
Tiananmen.
Put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
So in 1989, there were protests, and this man stood in front of a bunch of military tanks, and
it was peaceful. It was a peaceful, silent protest.
But there were military tanks there, and people swear.
89. Do you have a date on that? 89.
Yeah. And people swear that
he was run over.
He was run over by the tank. But there's no video.
He was led off. Like, I think they like. Yeah. I don't know that he was like dragged off, but he was led off. After, so the driver of the tank did. I don't know if they got out, but there was some sort of exchange between the driver, and him.
Right.
And I guess it makes me wonder. Like, I know that there were. Maybe it was in Nazi Germany. There was footage of like a tanker running over something and someone. So like people, I guess, I mean, that's like a 40-year gap though. So I don't know.
Still, yeah.
Like if they were just confusing one thing with another. What is your problem?
Fucking computers, like 4,000 degrees.
Sorry, dude.
Jesus Christ. You all right over there?
Yeah. Like one stray piece of hair doing
I know this
something
one's gonna blow your mind.
Here.
This one's gonna blow your mind.
Okay.
Neil Armstrong.
What about him?
Dead or alive?
I don't know. Dead.
He is dead. And he died in August of 2012.
Okay.
But there's like a ton of people that just didn't even know that he died.
I mean, I guess.
I feel like that would be a pretty popular thing to like be taught, maybe.
Also, that was only 10 years ago. Well, 11 years ago. Like, we were out of school by then, though.
I feel like that should have been more popularized at the time.
Right, so that's what I'm saying is like we wouldn't have been taught it in school, but we would have been old enough to know it in the news. I feel like I don't remember that happening.
No.
And like we weren't engaged yet, but like we were old enough, definitely old enough to know what was going on in the world.
All right, what do you got? What's your next one?
I'm a little hung up on that actually.
You have one immediately or no? Because I have one here.
I have one, but you can jump in.
Go ahead.
Who was? Well, I don't. This might be a little bit older than you and me, but who was the host of Publishers Clearinghouse?
Oh, I saw this one, and honestly, I skipped it because I was like, who the fuck cares? But I don't know.
So there's an entire theory and a collective thing of Tonight Show host Ed McMahon handing out checks and balloons for Publishers Clearinghouse. But he never did that. He never made any house calls, and he never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse.
You okay? You all right?
Hearing Klaus.
Klaus, good man. Vampire
Klaus
Diaries.
Michelson?
Klaus Michelson. I think I'm checking the video, but I think you need to lower your computer a little bit.
Okay. So he endorsed a different rival sweepstakes promotion called American Family Publishers. And he never appeared on camera as part of the prize patrol. So the question is, like, do people remember him from being on TV with The Tonight Show and then also being associated with the sweepstakes, but it wasn't
kind of
actually, like
think
again,
saw,
they just were sort of, like, combined.
Or was it somebody running around in his mask and saying they're him, stealing his identity?
Maybe.
Literally.
I don't know.
Joan Jett.
What about her?
You got this one?
No.
You know this one? Ooh.
No, I might. I mean, I might know it, but I don't have it. What is it?
I love rock and roll.
What about it?
Lyrics.
Is there a specific line you're asking about?
The Record Machine.
Put another dime in the jukebox?
No. I saw him.
Standing there by the record machine.
Nope. I knew this one, actually. Saw him dancing there by the record machine.
No fucking way.
Yup.
Nuh-uh.
Yup.
No. No, no, no. I'm playing the fucking song. No.
You can't. We'll get flagged. You can't. But look up the lyrics.
No.
I actually knew that one, too.
No, 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 no.
Are you about to break?
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, you know what? There's a Van Halen song. Hold on.
Ew.
I know. Hold on.
Ew.
Jump by Van Halen. Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine.
Okay.
I bet that's where the confusion is.
Could be.
I saw him dancing there. That sounds so wrong to me.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I'm more surprised I knew that one.
I'm
fucking
surprised that
on
you knew
point
it and I
with
didn't.
my music lately.
You have been. Yeah, you got. Well, no, I'm taking back the Jerry Lee Lewis one.
Yeah,
you're not getting credit for that.
I did think that was a cover.
You're not getting credit for
I
that.
thought that. What's it called?
I'm on fire.
I'm on fire. Yeah.
The Bruce Springsteen. Creepy ass song.
I thought that was a cover of a different song, but it's not.
Well, it might still be. You just didn't have the.
I didn't have. Yeah, I thought it was a Jerry Lee Lewis, but that was just a quick search.
It was a weird.
Yeah.
You got more there?
I have a couple, but you
What
have
you got?
anything else there? So the one. Oh shit! Wrong button. Sorry. Give me a second here. The location of Disney World's castle in Magic Kingdom. We were just there, so we know the placement of it. But there's a very large collection of people that think or remember the castle as being the entrance to the park. And you walk through the castle to get in, which realistically would make a lot of sense.
That would be great if that was actually the way it was.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense. But
I feel like that would be such a pinch point, though, for like people getting in. Because you'd have to like go from the turnstiles to like filter into this tunnel and then filter back out. Like I feel like that would be such a tough backup.
Yeah. Mother Teresa's canonization. A lot of people remember this as her entering her sainthood in the 90s.
No.
It was actually 2016.
Yeah.
So I think, and I could be wrong on terminology, but beatification? I think it's like you need 3 miracles to be...
You need 3 to be canonized.
I think she was beatified or something, whatever they would call that, in the 90s.
So beatification is a recognition of a deceased person's entrance into heaven.
A diseased person?
A deceased person's entrance into heaven and the capacity to intercede on behalf of individuals who pray in their name.
Okay.
So you're thinking that happened to her
in
the 90s.
The 90s, yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be right either because she would have had to have been dead when she was alive in the 90s. Beatification would have been her passage into heaven.
Huh. I don't know.
And she didn't die till early 2000s.
Interesting. Interesting. I think that's close to everything I have on. Let me see here real quick, because I know I skipped a couple of them. So you might know this one. Not that it is a huge difference, and I can see people just messing this up, but I want to see your musical knowledge here. Black Eyed Peas. I feel like you're going to spit this out right away, too. Black Eyed Peas. Boom Boom Pow. When did it come out? What year?
There's a line in the song where they say 2008, so I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, so that's what most people think, that it came out in 2008, because they think...
Because she has that line.
She says 2008, but she doesn't. It came out in 2009, and she says, I'm so 3008, you're so 2000 and late.
Yeah.
So, people think it's 2008, but it's
Makes
actually
sense.
2008. Yeah.
So it was probably written in 2008, which was when that line would make sense.
Snow
Whatever.
White.
Oh, I have that one.
Do you? Oh, go ahead. You got it.
Okay, so in Snow White, when the evil stepmother is, or the evil queen is looking in her mirror and she's asking who the fairest of them all is.
Me.
What does she say? How does she
I always thought
address?
it was mirror, mirror on the wall. And I feel like that's what a lot of people think it is.
Right. Which is not correct. It's magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Which would make... Either one makes sense.
Right. So the confusion is, in the original Brothers Grimm story, it is mirror, mirror on the wall.
Oh, so...
But in the movie, she says magic mirror on the wall.
Oh.
So...
Okay.
But Brothers Grimm was really like a stepping stone for Disney. Like...
Right.
A lot of the Brothers Grimm stories wouldn't have been as popular as they had become without the Disney popularization. But yeah.
So what movie did they say that in?
None.
I thought you said the book said mirror. Okay, the book said mirror, mirror.
Right. So
what movie did they say magic mirror in, though?
Snow White.
So isn't Maleficent the movie about the evil witch?
No, Maleficent is the evil witch in Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, okay. What was it? Okay.
She doesn't.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
They both get put under a sleeping spell.
I was just gonna say, wasn't Snow White asleep too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Different situation. She eats the poison.
She has a magic mirror too, doesn't she?
Snow White doesn't.
No, Maleficent. The evil witch. Yeah, she's got a magic mirror. Charlize Theron, wasn't she? What the hell
that was Snow White.
Okay, so
Snow White and the Huntsman.
Okay, so what does she
Jolie
say?
Was Maleficent.
I wonder what she says in that.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I wonder what she says in that. Interesting. Yeah, so Angelina Jolie was Maleficent, right?
Correct.
And Charlize Theron
was
yeah. Okay.
Queen. All right. We've got another Disney one.
Give it to me.
So, back in the day when you'd watch a
Way back when.
Disney VHS tape.
Oh my god.
I know, we're going way back. And you would see, the Disney logo.
I think I know where this is going. Go ahead.
And, Disney would appear and they'd have the castle and it would shoot across. How did the I get dotted?
Tinkerbell.
Disney.
Tinkerbell.
Except it did it.
I know.
Shit never happened.
I know.
So.
But it fucking did in my mind. Tinkerbell, yeah, flies out. Fucking, I even kind of remember in like one of them, she kind of like looks at the screen and then bing.
So, people recall like an entire Disney logo in which she flies to dot the I with her wand while the Disney logo appears in the background.
Okay.
Others insist that she writes out the entire word.
See, I thought she wrote out the entire word in a couple of them too.
So there's another version where they have Tink like getting upset, shaking her wand to try to get it to work. They see her like dotting the top of the Disney castle.
Mm.
Like there's all sorts of things
Yeah.
that people think happen.
Now that you're saying these, like
They all sound so familiar, don't they?
yeah. So the shaking the wand thing though, there is something now. Lumix, something like that, or no, the Dolby surround sound. They do it. It starts up like the sound, like the brrr, and then it and like shuts down, and then something comes out and like, and then it all brrr, and like the big speakers come on and stuff. That happens. So there is stuff like that now. So I wonder if people are kind of crossing those.
Maybe. So the other thing is, Tink didn't use a wand.
She didn't have a wand?
No.
Well, I guess not.
No, she used fairy dust, but she never had a wand.
Shit.
Right?
Wow. All right. Whoa. All right. That makes sense. Now that.
Yep.
Because where would she keep it, too? You don't see her, like, flying around. She's Peter Pan, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. Mind blown.
Yup. I got another music one here for you.
Okay, I got a movie quote after you.
So we were just talking about Bruce Springsteen a minute ago.
Best fucking musician ever.
So you know the iconic "Born in the USA" album cover?
Yeah, his ass with somebody's ass with a handkerchief coming out.
With a what?
Handkerchief coming out.
No,
Red handkerchief.
It's a baseball hat.
Oh, all right. Well, it was red.
No.
Okay.
So that's the thing. People think it's a bandana.
Because that. Well, hold on. Let me see it again.
It's very obviously a baseball hat.
Right, but so looking at it, so hold on. Let me see. Because looking at it.
Careful, it's a touchscreen.
Very carefully, it is a baseball hat. But there's no, like, if you just glance at that, there is no, you can't see the brim because it's tucked into it. You can't really see the snapback on it unless you look for it. You can't see the holes in it unless you're looking, like, that looks like a handkerchief, even glancing at it now, knowing it's a hat. It looks like it could be a handkerchief.
But most people recall that, like, paisley print. The red with the white.
Yeah.
You know, like the...
Oh, yeah, I know, because that's what I'm picturing.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'd still be wrong. But yeah.
I'm never wrong.
It's a red baseball cap.
Interesting.
Yep.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that
What do you
some
have
shit?
there?
All right. Jaws. Famous quote from Jaws.
Oh.
You know this one?
I've heard it.
About the boat.
I know. It's quoted as "we're gonna need a bigger boat," but it's
you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, because it's not his boat. So, yeah,
it's been a while since I've seen it.
I love those movies. They got a little ridiculous, but I love those movies.
I got a couple for you.
Give them to me.
Bambi.
Yes.
When does Bambi's mom die? What part of the movie? Roughly. You don't have to be exact.
Bambi's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like halfway through.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. So it's over halfway through the film. It's about 40 minutes
People
in.
think it's right in the beginning, though.
I always thought it was right in the beginning.
So I always thought it was right in the
It's been a long time
beginning
since I saw it,
until we watched it within the past few months with Casey.
Yeah.
So
it's been a while since I've seen it. So yeah.
I had not.
That one threw me off. I was like, wow, I always thought it was like in the beginning. And then like the rest of the movie, he spends like trying to find himself without his mom. Like I thought that was the whole theme.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought she died in the beginning.
Yep. Disney World again.
Okay.
The castle in Disney World, Cinderella's castle.
Yeah. In Magic Kingdom.
Yes. People think that is like an icon of Disney World, Disney everything, Disneyland, Disney World. And there is not one in Disneyland. In Disneyland is where Sleeping Beauty's pink castle is.
Ooh, I want to go there.
Yeah, it's not Cinderella's blue and gray.
Having been to Disney World recently, I always sort of thought that you like walked through the castle. Like I thought that there was like a passage through it. Mm-hmm. But I guess it's not.
It's
like
the
it's only
side
like
of it.
if you go right, like so you can walk like around the side of it and take pictures like on the side of the little like lake there or whatever it is. But I always sort of thought that you could like get like you could walk through it.
So did I.
But I guess you can't unless you're going in there for like the meal. Isn't that where the one restaurant is?
I think one. Yeah.
And then like some of the Cinderella like princess meet and greets are there. Yep. Which we didn't do because we've got boys. They couldn't have given less of a shit about meeting Cinderella, which honestly,
unless they met
totally fucking fine with me.
And then they would have been trying to get her
They would have realized she was blonde, and they both would have been enthralled.
Yeah.
They do love themselves some blondes. I'm feeling some type of way here. No, but yeah, I always had it in my head that you could walk through it, but I've never. So that was my first time, like really in Disney World.
Yeah.
When we had gone back when I was 13, we mostly went to Universal. We did the Disney parade.
Okay.
Because, so we went with my dad's whole side of the family, and my Uncle Tim's kids were, I don't know, 9 to 5 or 6 at the time.
Okay.
So we did Disney for like, we went to the character parade and the fireworks with them, but we didn't do any of the other stuff.
Okay.
And we mostly went to Universal because it was
older kid stuff.
Yeah, CJ and I were 9 and 13, so like we did mostly roller coasters.
Good
and
age
shit.
for
Yeah. So my memories of being in Florida were very Universal based, like Twister, Earthquake, the Hulk, roller coaster. I did do the Tower of Terror though, so.
So mine too.
I've
done the Tower of Terror, but my biggest memories of Disney, well, Florida, Disney related, I guess, are King Kong, which I think was Universal. Jaws, which was Universal.
Jurassic Park.
Well, I don't remember Jurassic Park. I don't
You
think
didn't do the Jurassic Park?
I don't know if it was there when we went.
Yo.
Like we went, I was probably 6.
Oh shit.
7.
Okay. Yeah, you were a lot younger. That was my fave. It was so fucking cool.
10,000 Leagues Under the Sea was one that was cool. I don't
remember that one.
I remember we were there, I think, in line for Jaws, and a space shuttle took off or something took off, rocket took off. And I don't remember Magic Kingdom at all. I remember maybe a little bit of Epcot. But my big memories are SeaWorld and Universal.
Same.
Feeding the dolphins.
I got fucking soaked when we went to SeaWorld.
Must be a thing. We were just at the aquarium and the stingrays splashed the shit out of you there.
I'm a magnet for that shit.
Yeah.
Where is Tower of Terror? That's in. It's not in Epcot. It's not in Magic Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, isn't it?
Tower of Terror? No, what's the other
part?
No, it's
Hollywood. Sorry.
Hollywood Studios. Okay,
It's in the back of the park.
So I think that's all we did was Hollywood and Universal.
It's more older kid stuff, yeah. I could see that.
But it definitely wasn't like Star Wars.
No, that's
heavy
new.
when I was there.
Yeah, the Star Wars stuff's pretty new.
So I don't remember what Universal or what Hollywood was when I went then.
I know it was Indiana Jones. That was always there.
I remember for sure doing the Tower of Terror.
Yeah. Which was cool.
I about shit my pants. I had no idea. I did not know what to expect.
I loved it.
You get to the top and listen, again,
Spoiler alert.
If you don't fucking know, I'm about to ruin your whole life. They open the fucking doors and you just see the entire fucking city. And
it's amazing.
Then you drop. And I think my asshole is still at the top of that. My ass fell out. I was done. That shit was horrible. Fan-fucking-tastic. And I was not waiting in line again, but that shit was awful and so good. I wanted to scream and cry and laugh and throw up all at the same time. It was awesome. 10,000 out of 10 recommend. Shit was so great.
Did you have another Disney-related one? Is that why you were?
No.
Oh, we were just going on about Disney. Fair.
No,
Did you have any more? Because I'm done on mine.
I do have more.
Go ahead.
Who makes pizza rolls? The name of the company.
I have Totino's.
Yes.
People think it's Tostinos because of Tostitos is why people confuse it. Gotta be.
Yep. Yep. So not Tostino pizza rolls, it's Totinos.
So fuck you, Mandela.
So they
you
actually
got me on that one.
One of the Totino's like Twitter accounts. Also, the name on the account is Pete the Roll, which cracks me the fuck up.
Love it.
It says, "Hey guys, it's Totinos, not Tostinos. Always has been. We're not mad. We're just disappointed."
It's the worst.
So that killed me.
That's the worst.
Yep. So you remember the Britney Spears "Baby One More Time" video?
Not really, but
Really?
okay.
I feel like you would remember that. No?
No, not really. Still
Do you
a huge Britney
remember,
fan.
like, the whole... Yeah, but you were a teenage boy.
Is that the one she was school? Was that the school one? Okay.
What's she wearing?
Pigtails? Mm-hmm. White shirt? Mm-hmm. Skirt? Mm-hmm.
What's it look like?
Gray skirt?
Oh, shit. Well, you're close. She has on a like a white button-down collared shirt
Okay,
with a
yeah.
gray sweater
Okay.
and a black
Okay.
skirt.
Okay.
But everyone thought it was plaid.
Is that like an Aguilera one?
No, I think it's just like the Catholic schoolgirl
Okay.
narrative, and people just
Gotcha.
automatically
Plaid, yeah.
associated the plaid.
Okay.
But no, it's not plaid.
Interesting. Yeah, she's a little too cuckoo for my Cocoa Puffs. Not a huge Britney fan. You, wife, Britney, I'm okay with.
Thanks, babe.
Just okay, but
So,
her, not so
I
much.
do have another Disney one now, actually.
Okay, give it to me.
Pocahontas.
Just around the riverbed. What about her?
Remember when I had Casey
Uh-huh.
singing that?
He said it like a week ago.
Did he really?
Yeah.
God, I love that kid. That's hilarious. I'm going to have to give him a fucking treat for that one.
What about Pocahontas?
All right. What color's her hair?
Black.
What color are her eyebrows?
She doesn't have them.
She does.
They're
What color would you think they
brown.
were? They're red.
Maybe she's got
Red.
paint on them.
I don't know, dude, but that's a still of
Oh,
her
that's really red.
of her singing "Colors of the Wind."
What a jam. She's
Just,
got a jawline, dude.
right?
She's underrated.
I agree.
She's a very underrated Disney. She's not even a princess, is she?
She absolutely is a princess. Her
How
her
come they
dad
don't
is
have
a
her
chief.
anywhere? I would have pushed the boys in line to go meet Pocahontas.
You wanted to meet Pocahontas. Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, can I get a picture with you?
Also,
I mean, my kids want a
There
picture.
was no Jasmine either, dude. I would have met Jasmine and Pocahontas in a heartbeat. They were my faves. Belle too, but
They're bringing some back now. There were still some that were not happening
yeah.
because of the vid. But
And the fucking hurricane we got stuck
oh my
in.
god, yeah. Anyway, what else you got there, killer? Because we gotta get. Ooh, sorry, I just burped in everybody's ear. Apologize, everybody.
Gross.
I'm a slob.
I think
That's it.
that's it.
Your brain looks fried. Smells fried.
Oh no, I have one last one.
Uno más.
Hitler. What
Bad
was
guy.
Hitler's? Yeah, but what was his big thing? What was his?
Killing people.
Well, yeah, killing the
World
Jews. But
domination.
what did he want? What was his long-term vision? What did he see for the entire vision of the world?
Blonde hair, blue-eyed, everybody.
Right. What did Hitler look like?
He was dark hair with a dark mustache, with blue
What color?
eyes.
Oh, you fucker. I thought for sure you were going to get his eyes wrong. So, yeah, everyone thought that he had brown hair, brown eyes, and that he was, like, literally the opposite of what he was preaching. But he did actually have blue eyes.
I know. I synced him. That's what you got. So let's get. That's it. That's what you have.
I do.
You got another one. You're skeptical
There
about it.
are others. I'm deciding what I want to
Yeah,
actually
give me a
include.
couple because we're.
All right.
Give me a couple more, and then we can take a break, and then we can jump into theories.
Okay. Billy Joel, Piano Man.
Yeah.
What does he say
Oh God.
when? So he says, "Son, can you play me a blank?"
Melody.
No. Memory.
Oh.
It's very distinctly memory. And people just think it's melody because that makes the most sense.
I'm not a Billy Joel fan. I just kind of was going off of, yeah. I don't know.
No, it's memory.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm. When you're looking in your rear view mirror or your side mirrors in the car.
Giving people the finger.
No, not the center rear view, the side ones.
Yes.
What does it say? What is the little wording?
Object in mirror may appear closer.
Try again.
May appear farther.
Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear.
Closer than they appear. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong. Objects in mirror are
closer
than they appear. But
well, it may be.
Everyone always thinks may be.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I always thought the same thing too.
What if they ever said maybe?
I don't know.
Huh. Ain't that some shit?
Target's logo.
Yeah.
How many rings?
It's a dot and one ring.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That's correct. But a lot of people remember it as two rings with a dot.
Yeah.
Yup.
Fucking on point. Mandela ain't got shit on me. Ain't got shit on me. Wrap it up on Target since that's where you blow our money.
So I'm gonna. Hey, I don't spend a lot of time at Target. I spend more money at.
It doesn't take a lot of time to spend money at Target, though. Is the thing?
It's true. You go in for deodorant, you come out with a fucking.
I blacked out. I don't know what.
You come out with like cat food and a fucking pool
I don't
in the
even have
middle
a
of
cat.
February, and I don't have a cat, and I spent $700 on 3 fucking things, and I left
out.
one of the kids in there.
What's
like
my name? Who am I?
I've got a pool, and neither of the children I brought in.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Shit is wild, dude. Target is a lot. Lot.
You said you have one more? Or no?
No.
All right.
No, the rest
cool.
is just theory.
All
So
right, we're going to take
a break,
and we are going to come back with our theories and others' theories on why all this shit happens. So we will be back.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
Chapter 3. Theories. What? Ooh. Wrecking the EL fudge cookies.
Up.
I do just want to say that there were like 3 cookies missing out of this when we opened it, and there's
That's not true at
currently
all.
like 1 left.
That's not even close to true.
All right.
I had about 8 earlier today.
Okay, well, there you go. All right, theories
Yep.
on the Mandela Effect.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Simulation theory.
Okay, so simulation theory is an episode we're going to be doing. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, kick us into the simulation.
Nope.
Why? Okay, so I'll go into something.
I need a minute.
All right, so I'll go into a couple here. So some theorists. How about that? Mm-hmm. Some theorists believe that this is proof that there's a multiverse, and the multiverse does exist for real. It's based on the idea that within each universe, there's parallel realities and alternate versions of events that happened, and objects are present, and they're mixing within the timeline in some way. And actually, since alternate realities can't be disproven, the theory gained a lot of traction, especially with the recent popularity of Marvel movie multiverses that kind of blew up a little bit more.
Yep.
Another interesting one is confabulation, which sounds a little dirty in my opinion, but all this is the brain filling in gaps that are missing in your memories to make more sense of them. It tends to increase with age, but it could make you kind of remember details that didn't actually happen.
Yeah. Basically just like every time you remember an event, you're remembering the last time you remembered it. So all of your memories are like copies of copies of copies of copies of copies.
Gotcha.
You don't have the ability to go back and remember that exact moment.
Okay.
You remember the last time you remembered it.
Gotcha.
So
Interesting.
there can be gaps, things come out fuzzy. It's essentially if you were to run off a copy in a copy machine, then flip that and copy it and make it 50 times, 50,000 times.
Right.
No matter how many times you remember it, you're still not accurate, which is why eyewitness accounts at crime scenes and eyewitness testimony is not always accurate.
Right. Another reason that eyewitness is not always accurate is post-event information.
Right.
So they kind of mix in information that they've learned after the event with what their memory was, and then that would again alter their memory that you're talking about.
And you're also pulling in, so like you and I could be at the same event.
Right.
And see the same thing happen.
Right.
Your version of it might be a little different than mine. Your vantage point is different. Your experience is different. What you're emotionally bringing to the situation is different. If you and I both get interviewed immediately after a traumatic event, I'm going to say one thing, you're going to say another. Yeah. And we're going to go back home. We're going to talk about it together. I'm going to fill in your gaps. You're going to fill in mine. Right. And then we might have two completely different stories by the time that we get interviewed again.
Right. Makes sense.
So there's a lot that goes into that, and how I didn't notice that before. So it's not you creating, or it's not you remembering the event the way that it happened. It's you remembering somebody else telling you what they saw and you filling in that gap.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Yep.
I like that. Another one is priming. So factors leading up to an event can affect our perception of the event. This is also like suggestibility and presupposition. So this is like, and an example of this would be like leading questions. Mm-hmm. Like you're like setting the scene. Planted. Yeah. And a huge one in today's world is the internet. Thanks to Al Gore, we all have access to that. It's an extremely what?
Nothing.
He's good. He's a good man.
Dude, it was good.
Damn, she killed her. I might have a little bit left. I don't know. So the internet is obviously an extremely quick way to spread information across the world. People read and believe false information, and they build communities around it. And then that false information kind of becomes fact within those communities. So a study over 100,000 news stories was discussed that were discussed across Twitter over a period of 10 years. Out of those news stories, about 70% of them were believed to be they were hoaxes, and they were believed to be true 70% more than the truth.
So all 10,000 stories were hoaxes, and 70% of them were believed? 70%
of them, were believed.
Wow.
More than the truth, which is wild to me.
I mean...
But then again, look at us, the Conspiracy Theory podcast.
Well, I'm thinking more so just like my social media news feed and like people sharing shit. And then like I just saw one the other day. No, it wasn't even that. Somebody posted something that said like KitchenAid mixer attachments. If you have the white ones and not the stainless ones, you need to call KitchenAid right now on this 800 number, and they will send you the stainless steel ones for free because they contain like an inordinate amount of lead
or something like that. Okay.
No, and that everything you're mixing in your food is like so fucking contaminated. So I immediately am like, let me find out how true this is. No, I because I don't really trust Snopes either. But no, I looked into it some more, and it's not legitimate. But it was shared like 13 times on this one page. I'm like, you guys are fucking nuts. Wow. There you go. It was like a food and recipe like Facebook group, and someone shared it like, oh my god, if you have the KitchenAid. I'm like, you guys are dumb. Like, how many of you are backing up the customer service line on KitchenAid?
Yeah, right.
Just for them to tell you it's not legitimate, idiots. Yeah, but you're right. I mean, I definitely think the internet is a lot of people's primary source of information right now, which is really scary. And I mean, even for us, like we don't have regular cable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like we're watching regular news channels.
Right.
So I mean, you do have to be really selective
I don't
with
fucking trust
that.
them either.
Right. And I think you do have to be really selective and you know, a little bit more choosy and get your stuff from multiple sources because everything is biased.
Yeah.
So.
What info you got over there? Well, what theories do you have over there? Did you have anything in addition to that? Or not
no,
really?
but I saw what you just put and I thought of that.
So, yeah.
So I didn't want to put it on here because I didn't want you to see it, and I don't want to.
Yeah,
but
and
I
knew
thought
I was
of it
gonna forget
earlier.
I knew I was going to forget.
No, that's fine.
So.
I thought of it earlier,
So
I think more along the lines of like glitch in the matrix system.
Okay.
Like I do think. I mean,
squeaky.
I think the world ended in 2012, and everything that we're remembering is from before that, and now everything's different. And I think alternate universes. I mean. It's very, very strange to me that entire groups of people could have these very vivid, like the color one fucking kills me. Chartreuse kills me.
When you said that to me, I could not believe that people actually thought chartreuse was a different color.
I just thought I fucked it up and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I heard something, maybe someone I knew had a name similar to that and she was wearing a pink shirt when I met her. Like, I just thought I had this like some sort of weird association that was unique to me. Then I found out that every single other person who thinks that chartreuse is not green thinks that it's this same fucking shade of pink purple that I think it is or thought it was.
Right.
So that's the part that really fucked me up.
Yeah.
Was that everyone has it wrong in the same way.
Right.
And that's what makes me think it's a multiverse situation.
Yeah. So I could see something like that. But in the beginning of the episode, I paused for a minute because I was taking a note because that theory just popped in my head.
I thought of it like 2 days ago and I was like, don't say it.
That theory was that a couple episodes ago, well, in the roundup of 2022.
Yeah, it was the last episode of 2022.
And I'll link the episode up.
That would have been episode 16, maybe
something like that. I'll link it up in the corner. It was like the mashup that we did.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this study on monkeys on an island and how they had like collective learning. That if like the majority of them learned something, the other ones just knew it.
Yeah, it became
and it traveled across island.
Yeah, it became like an ingrained thing.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, it was like just instinct.
Innate is the word I was looking for.
So what if that's what this is? That like so many people thought of it, so many people have this memory, and now that's just
we've all just adaptively thought the same thing.
What if that's just implanted now, and that's the way it is?
So then, wouldn't future generations be born with that innate misunderstanding then?
Well, maybe, but again, future generations then are influenced by their surroundings. So
I'm thinking more along the lines of Casey knowing that Pikachu's tail was the right thing. And
right,
not
but
what
that's
we
what
thought
I'm
it
saying,
was.
that he's influenced by his surroundings. So, like, maybe he did think that, but he plays Pokemon Go on the regular, has a Pikachu stuffed animal. So, like, he knows now.
He sees it
he
more
sees
regularly.
it, and that's what it is. Maybe 10 years down the road when he's not looking at Pikachu and doesn't really remember what it is,
when he's more removed
then he's
from
like,
it,
oh,
maybe.
yeah, he's got a black tail.
We'll have to revisit this conversation in 2033.
Set an alarm.
I'll be old as hell.
You would hit the snooze button on that.
Absolutely. Alarms are for chumps. I don't believe in them.
It's like, what, 90% of the time I get up, get out of the shower. I'm like, are you fucking getting out of bed?
90? You're being incredibly generous to me right now.
I'm trying to be nice.
No, fuck that. Be honest. They want the honesty.
Every single day I'll come out of the shower, get dressed, get at least one of the kids up, and start them
That's not true. You don't always have them up before I get up.
No, but Casey's usually up.
No, not always.
Not always. Okay, so 90%. Back down to 90%.
Okay.
Whatever.
I was going off with just you being out of bed before me.
Get up, get a shower, get dressed, and then I'll turn the fucking bedroom light on and be like, you need to get up. Your alarm's going off way too long. It's too
I
many
don't
snooze
even
buttons.
snooze it anymore. I just straight up turn it off.
Oh, I know.
Like, it's not even a snooze, like a delay 5 minutes. It's off.
Yeah, I know. It's a problem.
I don't want to be this way.
You do, though. If you didn't want to, you just get up.
Oh, I'm so fucking tired.
You wouldn't be if you just get up.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not.
You just got to get up. Go put... Yeah, if you wake up and you walk into our bathroom and put your nice, cozy, warm feet on our freezing cold bathroom floor, you'll wake the fuck up real quick.
But it's not... See, now it's a matter of willpower. I
Getting out
know
of bed.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I can.
There have been mornings I literally will walk over and pull the sheets off the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get the fuck up.
You've straight up pulled me out by my ankles before.
Donkey Konged your ass.
Fucking
Hulk smash.
fucking DDT me out of bed.
Yep. Done it.
Yeah, no, I will never claim to be a morning person. I'm not. But once I get up though, like I'm fine. But it's just getting out of bed. Prying myself out from under the nice cozy blanket is a special kind of torture.
See, it's torture for me to lay in bed and just stare at the ceiling and be like, meh.
I'm not staring at anything besides the inside of my eyelids.
But I'll stare. Like, there's been mornings that, like, I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and be like, I can't fucking go back to sleep.
I know.
I'm
You
just
did it today.
Up.
You were like, I've been up for 3 hours. I was like, fucking
I'll just fucking get up and get going.
I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, can't do it. Nope.
See, I have the opposite problem, though. I will be up late, not being able to fall asleep.
Yeah.
I won't wake up early and then not be able to fall back.
Oh, as soon as my head hits that new pillow, man, this pillow is
Your crab.
Oh, my God, this pillow is amazing.
It's weird as fuck.
It's weird as shit. Oh, my God, it's so weird.
It has, like, horns that stick out and poke me in the eyeball.
It holds your head, like, I'm a back sleeper or a side sleeper. Really fucked up sleeper, actually. But if I'm sleeping on my back in this thing, oh my God, it just caresses your head into the perfect position.
It's creepy.
It's amazing.
We'll post a picture of it because it's weird as hell.
Yeah, I love it. I'll put a link
But
to it.
I sleep on my side facing his side of the bed.
Yeah, we're not getting into the fucking side of the bed.
No, let's fucking do this. Yeah, we're doing this.
It's a different episode.
No, we're doing it right now.
How
do you name the side of the bed? If I were to say I sleep on the left side of the bed.
No, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave it at that. We're posing the question of how
Okay. We're not gonna get into what we think.
Okay.
Well, that'll be follow up for next episode.
How do you name it?
If I were to say to you, I sleep on the left side of my bed, what does that look like to you? Are you looking at the bed, standing at the foot of the bed, looking at the head of the bed on your left side? Or are you laying in the bed on the left side? Because this is a very healthy debate in our house. And we do not agree at all. Like,
Nope.
We both feel very strongly, very differently about this. And neither of us will fucking budge. So we need to know what you think. And we'll pose the question on our Instagram, too, as a poll. Because I need to know what everybody else thinks this is.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to tell me that I am correct. That is all.
And I have theories on this, too, on why people would think differently. So
we'll start next episode with a follow-up to that. But we're interested in your thoughts.
Yeah. So here's the questions we're posing for you.
I drank all my... I need to steal some.
I know, that's what I meant. That's what I said before. So here's the questions we're posing to you guys. You need
steal some while you're doing that.
Yeah. We want to know the side of the bed you sleep on. And
how you come to that conclusion.
Well, how you come to that conclusion, that whether it's left or right or whatever. And if you are a snooze button person. They're the two questions that we need answered. Do you constantly hit the snooze button? You need your sleep, and how do you name the side of your bed, left or right?
I like it.
And we're gonna leave it at that.
I have something about that, and I won't even tell you
because
I want a genuine reaction.
My heart rate's going up already.
No, this is gonna take you a whole different place.
Okay.
But next recording,
all right.
I need your genuine reaction to what I'm gonna tell you because the shit blew my mind.
All right, good.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. So,
to this universe and the others.
The multiverse in action, whether Doctor Strange is managing or not, and to
all the different Spider-Mans.
The different Spider-Men, Spider people?
Spider-Mans.
Spider-Mans. Oh, that's a good sound. Is that yours
It's a
or mine?
quality
That's
clink.
yours.
Probably me.
Yeah. It's not real. It's dollar store.
This? What do you mean real?
Like it's not crystal. I think you need crystal
Is that
to
crystal
do that.
even?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think so.
I thought it was just a...
I don't know. I know the wine glasses do it, but.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, to all y'all, thank you for the listening. And oh my God, I forgot to fucking say it in the beginning of the episode. If you want to buy us a drink for our next episode, if you're still listening, our link in our link tree, which is where all of our social media stuff is. Make sure we have a new link in there. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. You can give us whatever amount of money you want us to and write a little note in there saying like, hey, go to the liquor store, buy this, mix this drink. I want this to be your drink for your next episode. You can kind of sponsor it. We'll send you a cool little A Toast to the Atypical coaster, and we will hook you up with a shout out if you want to as well. We'll even post your picture right here. No, we won't do that.
Unless
Maybe
you
we
want
will.
us to.
I don't know.
That's up to you.
Yeah, laying on your side of the bed. No, don't do that. Don't do
No.
that. I don't want. I'm getting weird now. We're getting...
Don't get us banned.
Cancel culture.
Oh, Christ. Good night.
Night, everybody.
Thanks for listening.